We're transitioning from hips to abs. So after you release that stretch, just sit up straight and tall through the spine. Release those hands, tuck the tail under and roll all the way down to your mat. We're going to keep the left leg bent straight in the right leg. Bringing hands behind the head. Flex that right toe. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor as you float the heel up off the mat, and then inhale as you lower back down. For 2. Imagining the left leg lift initiating under the belly button. 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to curl the torso up at the same time. So we're going to roll the ribs down, keeping the tail down in neutral as we curl up. Inhale, lengthen down. For 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Hold that leg up. Grab your hands and then pulse to the outside of that knee. Reaching across the body, stretching through the heel. If your neck gets tired or sore, you can keep the hands behind the head. This is all about ribs sliding down toward ribs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower to the mat. Find your strong imprint. So scoop that belly up and into the spine, lengthen that back. And when you feel protected, float your legs up in the air. With that same hand clasping arm, we're going to exhale, float up over the knees, squeezing the knees together. We'll twist side to side, drawing a little rainbow over the knees. Keeping that imprint strong. No tension in the neck. Alternating breath, keeping hips stable and twisting through the ribs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down to the mat, dropping the right foot, extending through the left leg, heel on the mat, hands behind head. Exhale, find that pelvic floor lift as you float that left heel up, and inhale, lengthen the quad down. Exhale, lift for 2. Imagine that girdle of muscles that supports your organ trying to rise up toward the diaphragm for 4. Keeping neutral pelvis for 5. And then adding the torso. Keeping that tail heavy into the mat for 2. Really active leg for 3. And 4. Last one here, 5. Leg stays up, reach the arms, curl the ribs, and pulse over that left leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to the mat. Find your strong imprint once more. Knees up. Exhale, float up to the left. Squeeze those knees and sweep. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring the knees wide, toes together, hands to the outsides of the knees. Exhale, slide the ribs down to the hips. Push out with your knees and in with your hands. Should put your neck at ease. Engage your abdominals. Feeling it in your arms and chest a little bit. And you put in what you get out what you put in on this one. So the more tension you have coming in and out, the more connected you'll feel. For 3, 2, 1. Lower the head to the mat. Next one, head's going to stay down for it. We're going to exhale, dip the toes in the pool and lift the legs high. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, hold on to that imprint as you dip down, sweep up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, dip, sweep. Inhale, bend. If you find your shoulders rounding forward, you could bring your hands behind your head here. Just watch that you don't tip out of that imprint for 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Rock yourself on up to sitting. We're going to sweep the legs behind us, finding table. Good. With the knees slightly behind the hips, you're going to tuck the toes. And from the abdominals, lift the knees and hover. Good. Fighting to keep the back flat and long. Scooping the tummy for 4, 3, And dropping the knees, shifting the weight forward, lowering down to the mat. Reaching your arms up overhead, drawing the elbows down, coming up to a little hover, and then exhaling all the way up just to release the abdominals. And release the neck if you want. A little split in the legs here. Roll it down and sit back to your shell. Good job.